Okay, what do you think about position wise with that?
Yeah. Somebody put the motor there to hold the pipe on.
Okay. Okay, so like that. Yeah. Okay, so it's going like that. That flap stays there for now until we get this thing done.
Whoever invented all these things, huh?
Oh yeah. Somebody wanting to make money. Probably cost them fucking $15.
Yeah.
It's capitalism. Worked out for me. Again, this pipe was $300 cheaper than steel.
Yeah. Actually, they last longer.
And this thing here was, I think, that thing was like 129 or 100. Yeah, 79. I mean, sorry. So probably somewhere there. It was probably 80 to 100.
Well, yeah. I think I was going to say the last time I bought them it was like 79 or something.
Yeah. So 80 to 100, right? And then,
wrong way. Ron.
Yeah.
Wrong way, Ron.
And then this thing cost 180. So I said to myself, I'm still $200 ahead with plastic.
Who sells these?
Marmac. It's out of you know, if you ever have a problem, I'll figure it out. Here's that Marmac wrap for dissimilar pipes. It actually works pretty slick. Again, just the math of this worked out better that I transitioned from steel to plastic, and that's why I did it. Now with that Marmac dissimilar pipe coupler in place, we're going to go ahead and just fill in this area. Start getting it all leveled out, setting ourselves up for success for the retaining wall next year, and making sure this whole area is ready to go. I've got some of the plastic liner from the reservoir that I'm going to fill in this area, call a little pond area. Once I put the gate diverter in, it'll build up water. That water will go through a trap pipe into the reservoir. So it should work out really nice. It'll keep the water somewhere in the bottom of that trap like you do in your household traps, and it'll keep the bugs from coming that way. And then I'm buying a piece on the other end that'll keep the bugs out on the other end as it goes in, a little flap that'll open up and let the water go in but close down and, you know, keep the bugs out. So we got a couple more pipes coming off the French drains that are going to run down this way. I've got an electrical line that's coming from there for some future possible gate to come up in here. So once all those moves are done, we'll get back to cutting the canal creek. was a joy. Just had to cut off the extra culvert here, take off the band that was here. We're gonna pour cement all the way across this, probably come out good 5-6 feet. The retaining wall is gonna be about right here, give or take 5-6 inches. So this will be kind of in the pocket of a cement structure, such that it'll be 18 inches tall, and it'll allow me to match up the brick accordingly to the 18 inches. And then voila, you got your bricks going across all the way up. Time to fill in. What's the plan now?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, what you want me to do.
Well, I think you get the buckets out of the way.
Push.
Huh?
Put some of that.
And then put some of this dirt in here, right? And then when you're done, come back through here, if you could, maybe even your skid steer, and just cut me a path 6 inches below the deal, all the way in, maybe cut underneath there a little bit, make a friend. You know what I mean? And then cut a path 6 inches down, which will allow me to maybe even 8 inches down, because then we'll put those heavier, like melon-sized rocks all through the base, and the big rocks will come along here. Like that idea?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the plastic underneath, pour the cement on top of it, right?
Yep.
A box and pour cement on top of the cement will roll into the plastic. Sorry, roll 6 inches. I'll probably put a 5.5 inch board. So yeah, give me about, maybe even almost like, probably a foot down almost, once you get the sides done.
Yeah.
Right? Get the foot cut out of the middle of it. And then, you know, again, the width, probably about 1.5 feet on both sides for the rocks.
Yeah.
So that it'll come along here. We'll cut a path, like I said, through here. And it can waterfall. You could actually even take that cutout throw right there.
Yeah.
In that hole. And then it'll waterfall down and hit the rock. I actually like the idea that it'll waterfall off.
Yep.
And then once I get the plastic in there, because I don't have to have the cement poured before the plastic, sorry, the rocks get placed.
Yeah.
Then we can place the rocks, right, on both sides, and get that all kind of skirting like that. Not the melon rocks, just the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Get them placed, and then you can backfill the dirt in higher even.
Yeah.
So whatever path you think is the best. Maybe we do this piece first. But I'm thinking I need the dirt up on both sides so the plastic wraps up behind the dirt.
Yep.
The rocks.
All right. Yeah.
Really starting to shape up here. Looking like a little canal out of here, down into the pool, out to the creek. not as good? A little high that way. About right, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so how far do I have to go? Okay, you gonna fill in? So I struggle with this idea just a bit, but what we're going to end up doing is using this guy here, this gate, and it'll be easy to pull up, let the water in. Again, I'm trying to divert the dirty water that comes in at the beginning of the season. It's nasty. It's just filled with just sediment and debris. But man, when it turns to January, it turns into crystal clear. So that's the water I want. Got plenty of it coming. But it freezes. So I gotta drop this into the shoreline, go down about 2 feet, and we'll pop up a drain in the middle of this pool area. So that's the plan. What do you think?
That looks pretty darn good.
Yeah. Okay.
There's that. There she be. That is the.
Huh?
That is the
Yep.
thing.
And then I'll cut a piece probably out to here.
Yep.
Go down.
90.
Yep. You figure right about here.
Looks good to me.
Okay. I like this design so much better than the last.
Yep.
You said you liked the last one.
Well, I did because it was like 20 below zero and it
Yes.
was going to snow and rain the next day. And
Yeah.
it was just right.
Huh? Yep. You know what I'm saying? I can always give it a little.
There you go.
Yeah. That's to suggest this top was cut straight, but that's okay.
Are we filling this with
Yep.
a little rock?
Ready to go. Get all of our toys out of the way. Yeah, Who's the asshole that put that in? Like I said, when you give it just a bit of attention and then you're good.
Coming together.
Slowly but surely. Well, you have to really appreciate this. I'm about ready to heat seal these sheets that I got from the reservoir cutoff in the corners. That's going to secure our pond, but you really have to appreciate the fact that it's raining. It hasn't rained in literally months, but here we are in the middle of August. We got a little August showers, and it's supposed to be passing. If I stare up in the clouds, we got nice big blue skies in front of us over there to the west, and that's generally where the weather comes from. So here I go. I'm going to go ahead and do my best to clean it up and then go to work. So this is like totally perfect, right? You know, just had the rain come through. It ended up being very heavy, so I had to pull out for a little bit. Well, of course, now you got the puddles on the plastic. So good news is I could probably work around those puddles and just focus on the seam, sorry, and you know, get it all melded together here. The seaming's not going that well. I again, not an expert at any of this stuff. I'm just learning as I go. And unfortunately, you don't want to do it 2 times, but you know, getting better. I think I'm generally getting the idea of it. I don't believe that I have the best of the heat gun. It's either too hot, too cold, there's no dial on it. So as a result, you know, you get what you get. Now the good news is that once I put the rubber sealant down the seam, hey listen, this is not supposed to be watertight. Where it needs to be watertight is in that reservoir. So it's good that I'm practicing here so that I can go and do the repair that I need to do inside the reservoir so it could stop leaking. So I got to do this and a couple boots. I got 3 boots to do. So hopefully by that point I'll be pretty darn good at it, and then be able to leverage that skill set to produce a better result out there where it counts. This, it's important, but it doesn't count really, because ultimately at the end of the day the water is going to sheen off this and run out to the creek, or it'll hold a little bit, drip here and there underneath. Who cares? It's a rock-based soil. That's the drips will just disappear into the ground. Well, this is the boot for the 12-inch pipe. Wow, I did not expect that to be that big. Anyway, so the seaming, you know, listen, I'm learning and getting a little bit better with it, but still a challenge. So now I'm going to put on the boot around the north culvert. I have the south one coming in tomorrow, and then I have the 4-inch pipe coming in tomorrow as well. So today I wanted to put this one on the north side because I was trying to, you know, kind of see how things are going to roll, but I've got to want to set a couple big rocks here and get kind of the lay of the land here before you know, the weekend comes. So anyway, here I go onto this thing. What a beast. I welded the boot on, so it looks like that's pretty much good. I want flex in here because as the large rocks get up against it, definitely is going to need some flex. Overall, pretty good. Getting better at this thing. A couple spots that I didn't like, but I'll come back, like I say, with the silicone adhesive and hit the corners as best I can. Again, this doesn't have to be watertight. On to wrapping this boy. Today's a smoky, dirty one. A lot of fires in the area. You know, it's pretty bad to work in, but things have to move forward. So Ron's over there covering up all the irrigation lines that I put in for the trees that'll wrap around the pond. I've didn't record it because it's just, you know, putting out lines. But I'm going to go ahead and continue to melt this the liner together here. Get the boots on today. Get this all covered up because we are expecting, oddly, quite a bit of rain on Monday. It's Saturday. So I want to make sure this is completed so that the water just runs off of it and I don't have to fight it when I go to try to weld it together later. Good stuff. Really coming together really nice right now. I've actually I don't want to get too far ahead of my skis here, but I'm getting a little bit better with this, so ultimately put a better product together after hours of working with this stuff. As it will turn out, I have some little bitty repairs that I got to do where I burnt too far through on a couple locations, but with some caulking and some of the rubber stuff that they give you, the rubber adhesive, I should be able to fill those in just fine. But yeah, this is so far coming together really nice. It's looking really good. So keep going. Incredible to think that this is the actual spot where all the water will go through and fill up the reservoir. That's it. So I estimate if we're at full of water up here, which, you know, I'll block it and make sure we dam it up to get so. I estimate at max the 3 to 4 days to fill up the entire pond of 375,000 gallons. So, you know, it should go well. I have it down as a trap. As I said before, it goes back up and then goes over to the reservoir. And I've done that for the purpose of making sure that as little possible is exposed to being frozen. Now, I will have rocks all the way up into here. It'll come all the way around this thing. So this is about the only section that'll be exposed. But, you know, freeze be freeze. If there's water in the pipe, it may freeze. I'm just hoping that it'll, obviously I've got it down over 2 feet below the ground, and then all the way through to the final spot out, it'll be 2 feet underground as well. So I'm gonna hope for the best there on that. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. You gotta have an exposed pipe, and water freezes, so. Okay, come a little towards me, Okay. Think so. Do you think now we could just place the big rock on it, right? I mean, at this point,
if we do anything, it's gonna
just
put a hole in it.
Yeah, at this point, just leave it alone.
Okay.
Okay, let's go get the big guy and then put it down. This is absolutely the most stressful stuff. You're putting the rock on this liner, which tears. You can't have tears. We don't have a lot of tape, and God knows don't want to do all that work over and over again. But I think you don't overthink these things, and that's what I do. So you just got to place them and let it go. When the water's cascading over them, look great. Oh, shit. Okay, towards me, right this way. Okay, down a little. No, you had it, Okay, go. Okay, pick it up and let's go that way. Okay. Down. Okay. Yeah, that's actually okay.
What?
It doesn't look, it looks like shit over here, but if you look at it from my perspective right here, come here. You gotta see it.
I like it way better. Because now we just need to put another.
That's what I'm saying. We got some other big.
Oh yeah, see that looks way better. I'm happy with that.
Huh?
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that looks better, doesn't
I
it?
like it. Nope, way better.
Okay. So then we can figure out plan B over here.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
That was worth it. That one more shot. Maybe.
Hold on a second here. You might even get your strap back. Well, this has proven to be quite the effort. I don't know if it's going well, but we're gonna keep at it. It's the day after stacking all these large rocks. Are just massive. Most of them are just got to be in the 1,000-pound range. But these huge rocks are all excavated off the property. I didn't get them milled somewhere, some sort of magical stacking rock. So there is a little bit of gaps here and there. I'm okay with that. This is beautiful, and I look forward to expanding it up into the two culverts that are going across the top there. So this phase is not done, but we got to pause it for now until I get the culvert cement structure built up.